Hello and welcome to Hashtag Football. It was an exciting game at the Emirates on Saturday as Manchester United secured their first away win of the season, 2-1 against Arsenal. And it had to be against Arsenal, didn't it? Arsenal haven't beaten Manchester United now in 15 games in all competition. Andrew?
They were a shadow of themselves. Arsenal continues to be a shadow of themselves. They played open right throughout the game, and that allowed Manchester United, who sat back and allowed them to have possession, that allowed Manchester United to launch numerous counter-attacks against the Gunners. But Arsenal should have taken the lead through Jack Wilshere. He took too much time to shoot there. He should have just placed the ball. Two-touch, placed it to the ground.
It was a good save by De Gea, but still, Wilshere could have gone to the far post.
Well, Wilshere dribbling the ball closer to De Gea made it easy for the goalkeeper because it became a smaller angle. But Wayne Rooney's goal showed Jack Wilshere what he should have been done. Yes.
Yeah. But Arsenal, they didn't make use of the ball. They didn't take advantage of United's weaknesses, and that is United inexperienced defense.
Yes. Arsenal had the majority of the position, but they had it in the middle third and in their defensive third. They never moved the ball up top and put bodies up top to pressure United in their defensive third, that if United make a mistake, then you could get a chance.
And that's the thing with Arsenal. They're not clinical enough. They can play beautiful football, have possession of the football, but still they're not clinical enough.
Yes, and that's been their downfall over the past seasons and continues.
Yes, but the man who have been very clinical for Arsenal was Alexis Sanchez, and he didn't have a good game. Not the best game he has had in an Arsenal shirt.
No, not the best. And he played outside. He played on the left outside, but never had the support to really launch attacks or to make penetrating runs or passes through to Danny Welbeck, who played as a striker. But it just sums up that Arsenal, they're pretty much an imbalanced team.
Yes.
That really works against them. Because if Mesut Ozil comes back now, where does he play? He's best behind the striker. And he's best behind a striker like Danny Welbeck more than a striker like Olivier Giroud. And you get a feeling that with Giroud's goal, then he'll sort of come back. Wenger will naturally put him back in the starting.
And maybe Danny Welbeck will have to play out wide.
Or even on the bench.
So, but one person who is on the bench now, Lucas Podolski, he seemingly, surprisingly, isn't in Arsene Wenger's plans.
The only game he has started this season has been a League Cup defeat against Southampton. He came off the bench 4 times in the Premier League so far. And he came off the bench also in the Champions League and scored his lone goal for the season there. 12 goals last season in all competitions, 16 goals the season before in all competitions. He definitely has something to offer, but Wenger continues to turn a blind eye towards Podolski.
Well, he might just end up leaving in January in the transfer window. But do you remember a player called Joel Campbell? Well, he was the star, or one of the stars for Costa Rica in the World Cup. Yes, he's an Arsenal player, but he's just not playing.
4 appearances this season, 3 of them from the bench. His lone start also came in that defeat against Southampton. So Wenger continues to collect these massive players, but don't play them.
And he spoke about the imbalance, the Arsenal being imbalanced. And I can't just blame the imbalance. I have to blame the person who made it imbalanced in the first place, and that's Arsene Wenger, because he seems not to buy the right set of players and to complement the style that he wants to play.
One of the problems Arsenal have is in the center of midfield. You play Arteta, and if you look at Manchester United's second goal, Arteta, Marouane Fellaini is in possession of the ball, but Arteta is in the right position. He's covering, because there's only one defender behind him. But Arteta runs out to pressure Fellaini, who a different Arsenal player could have pressured him. Fellaini makes that pass, and then it's 2v1 for Manchester United against one Arsenal defender, and that led to the goal. So it's that type of player Arsenal don't have in the 6th position, a player who can anticipate and read the game to cover. Not necessarily one who is big and strong.
But to a lesser extent, Michael Carrick does that for Manchester United.
Michael Carrick, Xabi Alonso does it for Spain, and last year Real Madrid, and now Bayern Munich. And then now in front of them with Wilshere and Ramsey, none of them has that strategic eye to dictate the tempo of the game, to try to direct the attack to certain parts of the field.
Yes.
So Ramsey is more of a goal scorer. He normally try attack the box. The same thing with Wilshere. So that kind of imbalance prevent Arsenal from playing good, because if they play 3 central midfielders, then it means that Ozil will be shunted out to the left, while the same will happen for Sanchez,
yes.
who will have to compete maybe with Walcott.
Okay, let's talk about Robin van Persie. He hasn't been at his best for Manchester United, and that's not helping considering Man United, they have about 40 injuries in 12 games this season.
Well, if you look at Van Persie's goal scoring record for Manchester United, 26 goals in his first season, 12 last season. Now he only has 3 so far after 12 games this season. He's on the decline, obviously, but maybe he's playing too many games. So maybe a stint outside the 11 will work for him. But United cannot afford that, because his replacement or his competitor, Radamel Falcao, is out as well. So Manchester United is being hindered by injuries, because Louis van Gaal, he ditched the 3-man at the back formation, but he had to return to it because he had no other option. So that kind of merry-go-round with the formation, the system, the players, kind of leading to
There's no consistency, and that's affecting the play for Manchester United. With the win over the Gunners, United moved to 4th, while Arsenal themselves are 8th, 15 points behind leaders Chelsea. Chelsea continued their unbeaten run with a 2-0 win over West Brom. And that's all for the BPL episode, but click on the link below for more #football, where we'll review the Milan derby, plus David Moyes' first game at Real Sociedad.